Hello! Welcome to Knit and Crochet with Gilmoregirl. This is Cheryl. Welcome to all my new viewers. Thank you very much for checking me out. And welcome to all my previous viewers and all my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. It is just after 6, about a quarter after 6 a.m. on April 19th, which is Thursday, 2018. And as per usual, I've been up all night. So, I decided to do another podcast because I always do when I'm up all night. So, this is a knitting and crocheting video podcast, but this time I'm actually just going to do a knit and crochet along type thing. I call it Knit and Crochet with Me, and this will be number 2. I've done one before, not 3, 2. I'm tired. And, I thought it might be kind of fun just to talk and just have a knit and crochet along. So if you are joining me, which obviously you are if you're watching, if you would like to continue, then please do grab your cup of coffee, cup of tea. I got my bottle of Diet Coke, and grab your knitting or crocheting project, and let's just sit and chat. So yeah, I think that's good. So, yeah, so I'll give you a couple minutes to grab your knitting and crocheting, and, I don't know what I was going to say. I keep thinking what I was going to say, and I keep forgetting. I'm so tired. I was up all night. I was up until 3 a.m. just knitting, and I was knitting, actually. And I was up, well, okay. So, long story. Yesterday, I didn't sleep much the night before again, because, you know, that's me, that's the way I roll. I don't sleep much. There's times when I don't sleep much at all, and then there's times where I sleep too much. So I never have a normal night's sleep. So, yesterday, just to let you know, there's really no whips or anything going on in this podcast today. It's just talking, and I'm going to be knitting too. But, yesterday, so if you don't want to watch, then, you know, I won't be offended if you don't watch. That's totally fine. Anyways, okay, like I was saying, yesterday I went to the clubhouse I was falling asleep at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was falling asleep, and I'm like, no, I gotta get up. And so, because I was up since like 5 a.m., but at 10 a.m. I just got really dopey and tired. No, I'm going to get up. So I decided to go, because the day before that, which was Tuesday, I had cleaned my house a lot. So I was kind of worn out, kind of tired. Tuesday night I didn't sleep well. Wednesday I decided to go, after waking myself up again at 10 o'clock, I decided to go to the clubhouse and just get out. So the clubhouse is, like I've mentioned before, is a place where it's run by Canadian Mental Health Association. And it's a bunch of people with different mental disabilities or mental issues who get together and have coffee and chat, and we do our own little crafts, or we do different things. We go out for coffee, or I already said that, or go bowling, or go to the library, or we sit at the clubhouse and do puzzles or whatever, and it's just a relaxing time. I talk a lot when I'm there, because knowing me, you know, I talk a lot, and being that I'm usually home alone doing nothing and I have nobody to talk to, and really I'm not very interesting when I talk to myself. It's like I just end up talking back to myself, and it's not very interesting for me. I don't know why people like listening to me, because I find myself very boring. But I guess when you talk to yourself, it gets kind of boring after a while. So I go to the clubhouse and I enjoy talking, because they let me be myself, and I can do my tics, and I can be, you know, I can talk about depression and stuff, and they don't judge me or anything. So that's really cool. And so I go there and I talk. So anyways, Wednesday I go to the clubhouse. It was from 10:30 till 2:30. At 2:30, I got picked up by my friend, and we went and did some shopping and some stuff. And then we went to weight group, and I lost 5 pounds. Woo! I'm so excited. 5 pounds. I thought I gained weight, and I lost 5 pounds. I'm like, woo! That's so cool. So, I just realized in the recording, when I'm recording, it's like a time lapse. It's weird. Usually it's not like that, but it's like every time I talk, yeah, it's weird. So I hope it doesn't show it that way, because that's not very good. But, anyway, so then I went to weight group, and then we went out for dinner, and then my friend and I, and then we went to, her house and watched some movies. So, got home around 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock actually, p.m. And then I basically knitted till about 3. So watch some podcasts and knit it. So this is what I'm knitting. I'm doing the shawl, and it's just, it's a shawl I started a few times before, but I never actually finished any of them. So, I haven't really felt like knitting recently. Sorry. And so this is what I'm doing. I decided to knit. So basically it just starts with one cast on, and then you yarn over and knit to end. So you yarn over, knit 1, and then you yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 3, yarn over, knit 4, and you just do that all the way to the end. And so it'll be this way. It's a triangular shawl, so it'll be this way. So this will be the bottom, and then eventually it'll be like that long. So that's really cool. And the yarn I actually got from the dollar store, and I don't know why they call it the dollar store, because I don't know about other countries, but in Canada, it's not $1 for everything. So I don't know why they call it the dollar store, because in Canada, it's anywhere from $1 to $2 each for things. And this one store that I got this yarn for, everything was $1.25 plus tax. So, yeah. I don't know why they call it dollar store. What do they do in your country? Do they have dollar stores in the U.S.? Like, I assume they do. I think they do. And, I mean, are things $1 there? Or are they... I know I heard once that one of the dollar stores in the U.S. is 99 cents for everything. So that would be cool, because that's a true dollar store. But, what about in, like, the UK and Australia and stuff? Because I know I've got viewers from there. And I think I've got a subscriber from Norway as well. That's kind of cool. Anyways, what about your country? Do they have dollar stores there? I guess in the UK it'd be called a pound store. I don't know. Do they have those there? That'd be kind of interesting to know. Let me know in the comments below if you do have one in your country, because I'm just curious. No real reason, just curious. And if there really are $1, or if they're more. So, anyways, I bought this yarn there, and I'll talk about my budget in a little while. I'm working out a budget, so I'm going to be buying a lot of the yarn from the dollar store. These are 50-gram skeins. They don't have colorways, they're just numbers, but this is a red, obviously. And I bought some more, and I'll show you the brands and the color. So these are called just plain, Crafter Square knitting yarn, 100% acrylic. I'm going to sneeze. Nope, I'm not going to sneeze. 100% acrylic, 50 grams, 1.7 ounce. So that's a pretty pink color. It's just a number. It's made in Burnaby, BC. Or no, it's made in China, but it's from Burnaby, BC. Or no. It says a different addresses. So it says imported by USA, and I don't know. This is number 188765167. So I think probably the number is 1607. Very pretty. And then I got this red one. And then I got this one. Again, Crafter Square. It says here, cool hand wash only. Do not iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry. Well, that's nice to know. Usually acrylic you can wash and dry in the washer and dryers. That's just kind of shocking. Anyways, got this color, which doesn't really show up on the camera very well. gonna try and show it better. No, that doesn't really show justice. It's very pretty. It's a kind of a very light tan, almost like a creamy tan. Doesn't show up very well in this picture. But, and then I got a bright yellow. This is brighter in person than it is on the camera. It's very bright, so I love that. So I bought those for $1.25 plus tax each. And in Canada, we have tax, so I don't know about other countries. We have, I think we've got 14% tax, or 14 cents per dollar, or I don't know, something like that. I'm so used to taxes now that I don't even know what they charge anymore. I just say, okay, fine, charge me. I don't really pay attention to it anymore, but, yeah. So anyways, I bought that yarn. And, it's really quite good yarn. It's, sorry. It's not soft. It's, because it's cheap yarn, it's not soft. I'm gonna have to move the camera a bit. I'm just, whenever I start talking, this is my Diet Coke, whenever I start talking, I get a frog in my throat and I get coughing, so. I'm sure that's really interesting watching me drink Diet Coke. But, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so the yarn, I thought it'd be a lot worse, being that it was only $1.25. I thought it would be a lot worse. They actually have quite a bit of yarn there, so I'm happy to say that it's not really that bad. I'm hoping that once you wash it, again, I didn't realize you can't wash it in the washer and dryer, but, I'm thinking you probably could, but it says not to, so I don't know. Being that it's 100% acrylic, you should be able to wash it in the washer and dryer. I don't know why they say not to. But, I'm hoping that after you wash it, it gets softer, because it is pretty rough. But I thought perhaps it would, split, but it's really pretty good. And I do it for the process. I'm a process knitter, as I've mentioned before. I'm definitely a process knitter, not a product knitter, so, and crocheter. So I do it for enjoyment of actually doing it. I don't really do it for a perfect product or a fast product. I do it for the enjoyment. So the fact that I can make something for like $5 is pretty cool. And they're 50 grams each, so if you buy 2 or 3, you can make a shawl, like a small shawl, or scarf, like a shawl scarf type thing, not a big shawl, just like a little one. I don't know what you call them, shawlettes, I guess is what you call them, or a scarf, a small scarf. So that's kind of cool. Or you could probably make a hat with 1 or 2, and, so, and I ordered some yarn online. I probably shouldn't have, because I'm running out of money, and I'm using my Visa a lot, so, I'm going to have to cut down on my online shopping. And, but I'm going to be buying yarn basically from the dollar store for a while. Apart from the blanket that I'm doing for Ryan, Ryan and Bev, I have to buy the yarn from Walmart for that, but it's really not that expensive, so it's like $5 per skein, so that's, and I use 2 skeins at a time, so that's $10, so that's not too bad. Yeah, but I think for the casual projects, I'm just gonna, plus I have a lot of old yarn that I didn't even realize I had, that I can make hats and stuff with, so I'm just gonna use those up for my stash. I'm cleaning my house up, and I'm putting all my yarn on a bookshelf now, so I realize how much yarn I really do have. And, you know, if I make some socks, they're going to be mismatched. They're, you know, a lot of my yarn is, variegated or, self-striping, so they would be mismatched. But that doesn't really matter. That's kind of in these days, that, you know, like the Dobby socks from Harry Potter. You know, he wears mismatched socks. That's pretty in right now. So, and then I have enough yarn to make a few hats and stuff. So I'm not, you know, I have a lot of yarn. I don't need to buy more, but I did buy some more online. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. I probably shouldn't have. I bought it from Yarn Canada. Spent about 50 bucks. So that's not too bad, but I didn't really have the 50 bucks to spend. And I have to watch my money spending for the next few months. I've got a bunch of debts and stuff to pay. Not a bunch, but a little bit of debts I have to pay. And I'm actually paying, I owe a friend of mine who has an Avon business. And I owe her like $400. So I'm going to, because she lets me pay off a little bit at a time, but I felt bad that I went to Calgary and then I'm going to Maple Ridge, and I'm spending all this money on my visa, and yet I'm only giving her a little bit of money each month. So I decided to just pay a bunch this month and buy less of other stuff. So no more big yarn spending months for a while, and not going to do that. And it's not saying I'll never buy yarn. Like, I'm still going to buy from the dollar store and stuff like that, but I'm not going to buy a whole bunch. So my next big yarn haul, apart from the one I just ordered, I will probably do in July or August. So yeah, it's kind of sad because I love buying yarn. But I've got to pay off some of my visa. So that's my first priority. And yeah. You can't even see the knitting I'm doing. Oh, do you like this shirt? It says less Monday, a little more Sunday. I love that. It's a nightie, actually. I love it. Anyways, okay. So anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, so I did buy something. I ordered it on the phone through catalog. And I did it at my friend's house. And I'm not regretting it one bit. Did cost me quite a bit of money. But, my hair is, I just don't like it. I used to have long, thick, curly hair. Then I went to the hospital for 3 months, and my hair just kind of went limp, and I lost a lot of it, and when it grew back, it was just limp. So I don't like it. And my friend has alopecia, which means she's gone bald. And she found from another person a catalog of wigs that she orders from the US. They're not real hair, but they're really, really nice, and they're cheap. Like, really cheap compared to other places. Even in Canadian money, it's cheaper. So I was looking at it, and I thought about getting a wig. I don't know. And then I found in the magazine some clip-ons. And they're butterfly clips. You know, the kind that go like that. And you clip it on, they're ponytails. So you put your hair back like this, and you clip it on in the back. And they're curly ponytails and different kinds of ponytails. So I decided to get some of those. So I got them in what I think would look good with my hair. I got them in medium auburn. Because if you're in the right kind of light, my hair looks red. So I got them in medium auburn, and I got 3 of them, and they were $19.99 US each. And the regular price was $42, but they were on sale. So that's about $30 Canadian. So that was pretty good. So I bought 3 of them. I ordered it from my friend's house, and I'm getting 2 of them in May and 1 of them in June, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm not regretting it. It's something that I really have been thinking about since she started getting wigs. I may also get a wig Sorry. I may also get a wig. I do like the wigs. I think they're gorgeous, and it totally transformed my friend's life. She just loves it. So I'm thinking of doing that as well, but I couldn't really afford. I could afford one wig, but I couldn't decide on the style or anything, so I got the clip-ons instead. So I'm really excited about that, because I don't mind my hair when it's back, but then my hair is so short that when you put it in a ponytail, it doesn't really show much. So, I mean, I don't like this little bald spot right here, and I don't like the little bald spot right here, but it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Like that. I don't think it looks too bad. Well, that looks awful, but I guess if you go like that, it doesn't look too bad. And then I can have a bouncy ponytail. So, that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that. So, I don't regret doing that. I do regret buying the Yarn Canada yarn. I probably shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have done that. But, yeah. So, oh, okay. Remember when I went to Ryan and Beverly's last week? Or, yeah, a week ago I got back? Okay, if you remember about 10 episodes ago, I got a package from Ryan, and it had a bunch of stuff from Anne of Green Gables in it, from Prince Edward Island, when he went to Prince Edward Island, because he knows that Anne is my favorite book series. So, I get to Calgary, and he says, oh, there's one more present I got you with the Anne of Green Gables, but I didn't want to send it by mail, because I didn't want it to break. I'm like, okay. So he gives it to me. Oh, I love Ryan. Anne of Green Gables coffee mug. So there's Anne. Isn't that so nice? I was going to say gorgeous, because I always say gorgeous, but isn't that so nice? Anne of Green Gables. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I've been drinking coffee and tea from it, and I just love it. So, yeah, I was excited when I got that. Anyways, so another thing I was thinking about, and if you watch this far, thank you. I would appreciate a comment about this. If you've never commented in my videos before, and I know there's a couple of you that comment every time, and I really appreciate it. You don't have to comment, but I love it when you do. And I try to answer them as soon as I can to respond to them. But, leave a comment below if you're interested in me doing a live, stream of a podcast where we can chat through the live stream. So, you know, you make comments and then I can read them and say, I can answer your comments. That would be wonderful if we could do that. I thought, I've been watching a podcast called, what's it called? The Secret Yarnery with Krista from Kenya. She's actually Canadian, but she's from Kenya, or she lives in Kenya. And she does it. It's a wonderful podcast. You should check it out. It's on YouTube, The Secret Yarnery. And it's a wonderful podcast. And she does Friday night live chats. And I thought that might be kind of fun. I only have 44 subscribers, so I don't know if anybody would show up. If it's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. Because that's definitely something I would be interested in, doing a weekly thing or every 2-week thing. That would be wonderful. And then we can actually chat. And I can read your comments and I can answer. And then you can chat with each other and everything. I don't know if I have enough viewership to do that. If it's something that you would be interested in, let me know. And also, let me know what time would be good for you in your time zone. Let me know your time zone, and don't just say from whatever city or province or state you're from. Say what your time zone is, because I'm not very good at geography. So tell me what your time zone is. Tell me what time is good for you in your time zone, and then I'll Google it and say what time is it on that time zone at my time. So I'm Pacific time, Pacific Standard Time. So tell me what time is good for you and what day is good. And I'll see if I can work it out. I've never done a live stream, so I don't know how it works. It probably will not work very well the first time. I don't know how well I'll do, but yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I'd enjoy that. But like I said, I don't know if I have enough subscribers and viewership to be able to actually have people show up to it and make it worth it. I mean, I know they go on YouTube anyway, so eventually I'll get viewership. So even if I go and do it and nobody shows up, it would still be worth it. Being that I could just do a podcast and just talk to myself, because I talk no problem anyway. So, and then if you do want to do it, I would make a short video and announce a week in advance kind of thing of when I'm going to do it, and then you'll know when to get on. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments below. That would be wonderful. And yeah, we have 44 subscribers now. We got a new subscriber this month, or this week. So thank you to that person. I believe it was a lady. I think her name was Denise, I think. So that's wonderful. 44. I almost got to 50. Woohoo! It's been slow going. I know a lot of podcasts get 100 or 200 or whatever right away, and it's been slow going for me, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. I would like to have more subscribers. I mean, I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't want to be. I'd be lying if I didn't say if I said I didn't want more subscribers. Because the more subscribers you get and the more likes you get, the thumbs up, and the more comments you get, the more likely my podcast will show up in the search when someone's searching for knitting podcast kind of thing. It doesn't show up much what am I trying to say? It doesn't show up fast. You have to go through a lot of them to find my podcast. If there aren't a lot of likes and subscribers. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I love it. Let me know that you subscribed, because some people do it in their private things, so I don't know that you subscribed, or I know that someone subscribed, but I don't know who. So let me know, and I'll welcome you. That'd be wonderful. One more thing. We are doing the KCAL, the Knit and Crochet Along, starting tomorrow, which is Friday the 20th of April. And I'm hoping it'll go better than my last KCAL, because the last one nobody did anything. But this one is on dishcloths. So up to 5 dishcloths. For every you know what? I'm just gonna say not up to 5. You can do as many as you want. And each dishcloth finished object picture that is on the thread on the Ravelry group will be an entry into the draw. Let's say as many as you want, okay? So in the Ravelry group, I'm Gilmoregirl's podcast, and join that. It's free to join Ravelry. It's kind of like Facebook, but it's got patterns, free and paid for patterns, and a bunch of other different things you can do. So it's a wonderful group to be a part of, and you make your own account and or your own profile. And then go into the group section, click on groups, and put in the search engine Gilmore Girls podcast, and you'll find my group. I think I've got 4 people in the group, so it's not I would like a lot more. I would also like a lot more discussion to go on in the group, but not many people are discussing anything, and I've only got 4 people in it. So if you want to join the KCAL, please join the Ravelry group, because that's where everything's going to happen. So we're doing dishcloths. Try to do as many patterns as you can. And it's knitting, crocheting, loom knitting, whatever, just anything. It's a make-along, but I call it a KCAL, KCAL, knitting and crocheting along. And I guess I could put an L, clown. That would be, my mind just went blank. Clow, knitting, crochet, loom, knitting along. Anyways, that was silly. But anyways, yeah, so, yeah, please join. There's a thread on Ravelry on my group right now where I'm talking about, and I'm the only one who posted anything yet again, because nobody's posting anything. Not that I'm mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I just wish that people would talk more in the group. But, and I wish there was more people in the group. But, if you go on the thread, it talks about what you want to do. You put what you want to do for your projects and different patterns or whatever. And then today I'm going to put a finished object thread on. So you can show your finished objects, and each finished object picture will be put in as a entry into the draw. So please do join Gilmoregirl's podcast in the group section on Ravelry. If you want to become a friend of mine on Ravelry, on my personal friends, you can do so, and I'm Gilmoregirl39. And join me there, become a friend. I had a new lady become a friend of mine on Ravelry recently. She's a subscriber, I believe, and she became a friend of mine, and that's wonderful. So please do that, and join in the KCAL. Dishcloths are easy things to do. You can make them easy as can be, or you can make them as difficult as can be. They're quite fun, and they're usable. They're wonderful, wonderful things. Dishcloths, cotton dishcloths. I also heard that bamboo dishcloths are really good, so that's interesting. I have some patterns on I'm getting tired. Can you tell? I have some patterns on Ravelry. I have 3 dishcloth patterns that are free download, so if you want to do dishcloth for the knit along, you can always, or crochet along, you can do them, the crochet patterns for dishcloths, and I have 3 of them. Okay, I'm so tired. Okay. I have 3 crochet dishcloth patterns on Ravelry as free downloads. One is the Handy Dandy Dishcloth. My design studio, Cheryl-Lynette Gilmore Designs. I'll write it down below. As you know, I don't know how to link, and nobody's told me how to link yet, so I can't really link it. But it's the Handy Dandy Dishcloth, Gilmoregirl's Dishcloth, and the It Out Dishcloth. They are all from Cheryl-Lynette Gilmore Designs, and they are all free downloads. So download it. It's wonderful, and they're great patterns. Not to toot my own horn, but they're really easy. I think they look beautiful. The pictures don't do them justice in the pictures that I took for Ravelry, but they're really quite great patterns. I think I'll probably do a few of my own, but I did, as I showed you in the last video, I got a pattern book from Calgary on 12 different patterns of dishcloths, so I've been making those, but yeah, so check those out. One more pattern I have on YouTube is my favorite tube sock, and it is for 99 cents, and nobody's bought it yet. A few people have liked it. I've had like 5 or 6 people give it Favorite It, and I've had one person put it in their queue, but nobody has bought it yet. So please buy it. That'd be cool to sell a pattern, even though it's only 99 cents. So my favorite tube socks is that one. I'm thinking of doing another pattern, but I haven't decided yet on the exact pattern, so I'm not going to say anything, but it'll be another free download. So yeah. What else can I talk about? Today, this morning I have to go tutor. I help with the reading program. This is my thing so far. Doesn't that look good? Yeah. And then my cord is a long one. I don't know how long it is. I think it's 45 or 60. I'm not sure. But I want to make this shawl as long as this cord. So it's going to take a while. And I'm probably going to be using this other yarn with it. I don't know if the colors will really go well together, but I'm not really worried about how well it looks. I just want to do it. So, yeah. I just want to see what it looks like, the pattern looks like when it's done. I'm not really worried about the colors and whether it looks really good. I just want to see what the pattern looks like when it's done. So, like I said, I'm more of a product knitter or process knitter than a product knitter. So, I just like doing it. I don't really worry about what it looks like in the end. I mean, it's nice to have nice shawls and stuff, but, and obviously, if I was to do it again, I would pick the right colors, you know, to make it look nice. This one I just bought whatever colors looked good. I didn't know what I was going to make with it or anything. So, yeah. I kind of like this, though. I think it's pretty. So, I'm thinking of making a big shawl of this sometime and seeing if it would look good. So, anyways, I'm going, like I was saying, I was going tutoring this morning from 10 till about 12:30. And that's fun. It's enjoyable. I love the kids. And, oh, kids reminds me. You know how some people in apartment buildings get really annoyed with kids making noise and stuff? I love it. So, the people downstairs for me that were giving me problems have moved out. They were kicked out. And, the people that moved in is a couple and they're, I think, 2 kids. And I love it. I love hearing them play, and I even love hearing them cry because it's just so comforting to me to hear kids, you know, the kids around. All is well, kids are here, you know. And also the other day, we had a parking lot street hockey game with a bunch of kids from the neighborhood. And that was wonderful. I went outside and watched them and sat on my patio and watched them play. It was wonderful. I loved it. And they had 1 or 2 fathers out there too, so they kept things under control and made sure everything was okay. But it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I hope they do that again this weekend. So, I love having kids around the apartments. I think it's fun. I don't know why people get annoyed. Or on the buses and stuff, they always get annoyed. Especially, like, I have nothing against older people, but they seem to really get annoyed with kids. It's kind of funny in a way because, you know, I sit on the bus and there's a kid in the back seat with maybe a 3-year-old, and he's crying. And, you know, an older person's in the front seat and they're like, "Oh, can't that kid shut up?" And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, it's just a kid, you know, my goodness." I've actually said that a few times, like, calm down, it's just a kid. I mean, if you don't like kids, then don't come on public transit. You know, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's kind of funny that how people react, because I mean, my first thought when I hear a kid cry is, "Oh no, I hope he's okay." And some people's first thought is, "Oh no, that kid is so unparented or rude or whatever. They're trying to bug me." No, that's not what they're doing. They're just upset, you know. It's kind of funny. But anyways, I enjoy kids. I miss Kendra to death. she is wonderful, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in May. That'll be so much fun. I'm so looking forward to it. I miss having her cuddle me at night, because I used to, when I had to put her to bed, you know, if her parents were to pick her up at like 11 or 12 at night and she had school the next day, I would put her to bed around 7:30 or 8. And around 6 o'clock, I would tell her it's time for quiet time, because after 6 o'clock, I don't let her run around and stuff, because, you know, it bothers people after work kind of thing. So I don't do that. And I tell her it's movie time or video games or read a book or color or just talk or whatever. So, and then before bed, about half an hour before bed, we have cuddle time, snuggle time, she calls it. And so, you know, I get her a snack and a drink, and she goes to the bathroom, and then she comes and we have snuggle time. And I miss that, because she would sit on my knee and just cuddle up, and yeah, it was so nice. I miss that. My battery's running low. I wonder why. It's plugged in. I better go then. I don't know why it's running low. Anyways, yeah, so, thank you so much for watching. I better go. My battery's running low. I gotta find out why it's running low, because it's supposed to be plugged in, so I don't know what's wrong. But, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, comment below if you wanted me to do a live stream. And, comment anything else, and like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.